Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley's over there. He's going to pretend he's not a hillbilly today. And we're going to get into some incredible news, maybe some discussion. I've got a topic which I wanted to wait till today to bring up. Actually, 2 points of a topic because yesterday we needed to celebrate the afterglow. We needed to have a little day to upload and reminisce and feel good and all these other kind of things. But there are some red flags coming down the road. And one big red flag. And I'd like to point these out and get the expert's opinion on what's to come for so many who probably can't see what's on the horizon.
All right, shoot.
Well, let me start with just a first personal little complaint, if I may. May I?
Go ahead.
All right.
Have at it.
So I'm not what you would call a passionate viewer of football.
No, you're not.
Not at all. However, I will watch a game from time to time. We watched the Michigan game over the holidays, which was who wouldn't expect that, right? Michigan rules.
Okay.
We all know Michigan rules, right? Raise your hand if you know Michigan rules.
Were you into it? Were you honestly into it?
I'm a passive viewer. It's okay.
Okay.
It was. I'll say this: the presentation of the game was not as fake hyped as I remember. I think they've pulled back a little bit on the over the top idiocy. One of the big things about sports broadcasts that I hate is the announcers who are so balls out into the game that it's like, you know what, dude? They're playing a game. This isn't a Limp Bizkit concert. Don't act that way. Chill. Show me the game. Do that. Even in golf, you sit down and watch a golf game on a Sunday afternoon, and when they hit the ball, there's some asswipe on the sidelines of the golf tee that's going to go, it's in the hole! It's like, shut up. You know what? Don't dumb down this sport.
Well, that's a crowd. That's a
I know
fan.
that,
That's
but it doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
It's just everything doesn't need to be some turd with a $15 beer screaming because he knows he's on TV. I hate that. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
With that being said, now on to our announcers of the Detroit Lions game the other night. Chris Collinsworth. I used to be a huge fan. Huge fan.
He's great.
Loved him. No. Listening to him the other night.
What's your issue with Collinsworth?
It was like trying to drag a 100-pound bag of rocks around. He's slow. He's got that accent, a little drawl to his voice.
You're anti-South though.
I'm not.
You're anti-Southern bias.
I'm just telling you right now, as a passive fan, listening to Chris Collinsworth was like dragging a heavy load behind me. It's like, oh.
Okay.
Will you shut up? I'll take Joe Buck over Chris Collinsworth.
Well, Joe, okay, you understand. Okay, wait a second.
I do understand Joe Buck's play-by-play, Collinsworth's the color guy.
Okay.
I totally get it. Dude, who are you asking if I get it?
Again, well, you're again.
Seriously, what do I do for a living?
All right, I understand that, but from a sports aspect, you can be
It was awful, and I used to love the guy. I really did. It was like,
okay.
Oh. Anyway,
he's not what he was.
Now,
but most of us aren't.
On to the big problem. Next weekend, the Lions game is going to be behind a paywall.
That's not going to be behind it. It's on live TV.
I don't think it is. I think honestly,
it's not.
I think it's going to be behind the Peacock paywall.
No, it's not on Peacock. Dude, you're okay. Now
you
got to stop because it's on. No, it's on NBC. It's not. They're not showing. There was one game on Peacock, and that was the Chiefs game against the Dolphins. This game is on NBC. It's not on a streaming service. No, it's not. You're wrong. It's on NBC. They have one game on Peacock. You are 100% off.
Okay. I hope so.
You are. You are. I hope that wasn't going to be your big time rant about how awful that is. Because
it's not. But it's a discussion point because in the Lions game, NBC made a very big deal about putting out a big promo talking about the record that was set for the people who joined up to Peacock to watch that
Oh yeah.
game.
Not the Lions game. It was a
No,
previous
the other
game.
game. But
Right. Yeah.
guess what they
Mhm.
politely said? And I believe this. And I think it's the dumbest thing the NFL's ever done.
Mm.
They politely said, "Get ready because we're going to start charging you to watch all of these games at home."
Oh, at some point because of the demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, Peacock's like $5.99.
I know
That's
that,
how
but
much
there are
that's how
people
much
out
more.
there that literally had their head
Oh,
split in
we're
two
gonna
that they had to watch Peacock for $5.99.
right.
Even the free trial offer.
I
I
went
mean,
to I went to a bar.
I know, but I'm
Went
just
to a
telling you
bar,
how
had
it
some
works with
drinks.
people. I sat and
Yeah,
watched Facebook all day long while they were doing that
and people were
the
pissed.
Peacock
People were
game, and
pissed
they were
about it.
pissed.
It's more of an annoyance. This is what I don't get about certain fans, and it's because it's dumb. At the end of the day, it's $6. You go to a bar because look, you've got all these games like YouTube was streaming it went from satellite to streaming as far as the NFL package
Right.
for all the other games goes. And a lot of people were pissed about that. It's like, dude, go to a bar then. Either subscribe to the service or go to a bar. You've got options. It's not a huge deal.
Got to keep
You
their
know,
budgets in mind.
understand supply. This is all economics, supply and demand. There's a high demand for this. It's like the cost, and we'll get into this. That'll be my third story about ticket prices. That's the third story, and we'll get into that
Ticket
later.
prices.
But
Well, hang on now.
but
Ticket prices and
but
on-demand services are perceived values.
yeah, but the thing
Okay.
is, this is how big the NFL is,
I
and
get
it's
it.
limited. You only have so many. This is not like Major League Baseball where you have 162 games. The NHL and the NBA, you got 82. Even college basketball, you got 35 to 40, and nobody gives a shit till the NCAA tournament anyway. So again, it's all about supply and demand, and the NFL has done a good job marketing its product, making rules changes to bring in uh, certain audiences. And I think it's, even what they've done with Taylor Swift, as much as I may get annoyed by it, they made a production about Taylor
Oh
Swift
yeah.
being at these Kansas City Chiefs games. So I mean, it's actually brilliant marketing, and it's just growing the product.
I'm just
And
telling you.
there eventually will be. This is what I think is going to happen.
Mm.
Eventually, the day after the Super Bowl will be a national holiday where people get that day off. It'll be like MLK Day. And you can laugh. That's something that's coming down the pike. I
No, it's
guarantee
not.
it.
Nope.
Yes, because
That will never
everybody
happen.
is watching that. Never
And I'm
say
going to tell you
never.
what, if the NFL goes to the pay per view type game or get behind a pay window here or there, wherever, it's gonna put a dent in that audience. That
It'll do
it
nothing.
will.
It'll be.
It will.
It's like. Can I explain to you something about football fans that you're
Yeah.
not aware of because you're not a passion? We're like cigarette smokers. You can jack up the prices of cigarettes. We're still buying them.
I get
It's a
okay.
drug. It's a drug. We're addicted.
Okay.
And again, this is something as a kid I thought I eventually. I mean, I'm 51 years old. Every single season is a big deal to me.
Yeah.
And I've been watching football since I was 7. This is like 44 years of passionate football viewing. So I know what I'm talking about.
I'm
We're
here to
gonna
tell
pay
you
for
what.
it.
I felt the same way
We
about
may bitch.
NASCAR.
We may
And
bitch, but
I'm telling you, it's going to be a bad day for the NFL when they do that.
I really, I think part of this is you're not into it. You don't particularly like it.
Nope.
You're kind of annoyed. Your view of the NFL is probably far more negative than my view of Taylor Swift is, and I don't really have a negative view of
I
Taylor
disagree.
Swift.
This
I
is
just
me
think she's
standing
overrated.
off as a sideline observer, seeing a mistake
Mhm.
coming down the road.
I would not. I would be very slow to criticize the NFL just because no sport has done a better job of marketing than the.
Okay.
I mean, TV itself. It's the TV revenues. I mean, it's a license to print money. Salary caps just keep going up and up and up. You got quarterbacks making an average of $25 million a year now. So
I'm telling you.
it's going to keep going.
Okay.
It's going. The NFL isn't doing this. It's doing this, and it's going to keep doing that for for the foreseeable future. Now,
Okay.
you're right. Everything can hit a saturation point, but again, it goes back to there's a limited number of games to watch because it's not a daily or an every other day. It's a weekly. There's a buildup even during the regular season. They all the games matter because there's only even
I
increasing
yeah,
the season from 16 to 17 games.
yeah,
It's
I understand
I
all
mean,
that, but I'm telling you,
I
it's
don't think,
coming.
but I'm telling you, this is going to really hurt. No, it really
Okay.
isn't. Yeah. Again, I'm of the two of us, who's an expert on that?
Of the two of us, who sold vacuum cleaners and who didn't?
Okay, again, don't
So
look.
you're
Okay,
trying to sell me
okay,
on
there we go.
something, and that's
Again,
okay.
apples to oranges, and again,
No,
and
no,
it
no.
wasn't a
You're
vacuum, it was
and
cleaning,
let
it
me
was a
tell you
rainbow
something.
cleaning system, and it was
And
high value.
and did you sell it?
Not to you, but to a
No,
lot
you
of other
didn't.
people.
All right, so we're even. All right. You're gonna
All
regale us
right.
with the news today, or
Let's get into it.
perfect?
Lots of stuff happening. More judges needed to contend with the U.S. backlog of immigration cases. Over 3 million cases still pending in U.S. courts. The Executive Office for Immigration Review is requesting funds from Congress to hire 150 new judges and support staff. According to estimates, it would take double the number of judges to 1,400 to solve the current backlog by 2032. Now, that's
Wow.
8 years from now. Just in the last 3 years, we've had 10 million illegal immigrants crossing the border. So, I mean, this doesn't even if we were to take care of that backlog over the next 8, you're going to have about another 30 million coming in anyway. It's just, again, I'm glad I'm not in charge of this problem because it looks if not borderline, almost completely unfixable. I don't know. It is what it is. What else is happening? The AI takeover continues. According to the latest research, about 40% of jobs worldwide could be impacted with the advancing technology of artificial intelligence in the coming years. In the more developed countries, that number increases to 60%, and we are the more developed countries. So um, there's so many jobs that are just that are going to be either obsolete or I mean our whole social and financial structure is going to have to be adjusted in some way. And again, I talked years ago uh, repeating Andrew Yang's universal basic income, which was not a new idea. Again, it's something they do in Alaska. We're gonna eventually be implementing some of that here just out of necessity because we're gonna be eliminating shit left and right.
We shall see. I I
I
I think it's I anything I've seen produced by AA, especially when it comes down to like
by
entertainment or
AA,
a video or
by
AI, whatever. AA's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Um,
there you go.
AI, it's just not there yet. Um,
It
I've watched some of these
it can do
movies and
scripts.
videos and stuff. You know,
Oh, the narration is terrible.
the
You and
narration's
I
awful.
are
The
the
edits are
narration
not
is
good.
awful.
They can't pronounce words.
That's different.
So it's
That's different.
I
When it comes to that, it's different. When it comes to like scripts and stuff, they can write scripts. They can write news. I mean, they can write news stories.
oh
They can give you a lot. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. And again, it is moving faster than
I
we
know
can really get a handle on it. And it's just something to be aware of.
we
Don't
shall see.
fear it. Just be aware.
We shall see.
Finally, Lions playoff tickets for Sunday's game against Tampa Bay could cost an arm, a leg, and perhaps your pancreas, liver, and kidneys. The current average price is up to around $1,500, with some tickets north of $17,000.
Wow.
Cheapest tickets that have been seen, $742. Kickoff set for 3 o'clock on Sunday. This is just, man, for the city of Detroit. And now you've got the Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield standing in front of you in the NFC Championship game, 2 games away, 2 wins away from the Super Bowl for Detroit. Good Lord. I mean, they're still basking in the glow of Sunday, and it's going to be off the charts on Sunday. And you don't think that you put that game on paper, everybody's paying for that.
Oh,
Everybody's paying for it.
I
You can
don't
throw it on
disagree,
Peacock.
but I'm just saying that
That's not gonna. Yeah,
they're gonna freak.
it's
All right.
really that's yeah. AI is more of going to be way more impactful than a streaming service to the NFL. I guarantee it. Michigan snaps their 5-game college hoops losing streak. They beat the Ohio State 73-65. And the Pistons, they went, what? They win their 4th game of the year.
See?
They beat the 7-32 Washington former Bullets, 129-117.
I thought the Washington
Detroit
guys
now,
were the Wizards.
They were the Wizards. They used to be the Washington Bullets. I like to refer to them by their former cool name as opposed to the dumbass Harry Potter name they have now.
Oh.
Pistons improved to 4-36. That's
Oh.
sports.
All right, wonderful. Ready for some Jeopardy today?
Why not? Let's do
This is excitement right here. This is $600 on the line. So we're playing for some serious coin. This could be your entire NFL experience next year when they go pay-per-view. Southern cities.
Southern cities.
You got
blew
that.
it last time. We'll see.
All right.
Oh,
The
look at Southern
waterfront-
cities. The cities that you hate. Okay.
I don't hate Southern cities. I like Southern. Dude, who worked in NASCAR?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I love the
It's
South.
right. Uh-huh.
The waterfront of Alexandria, Virginia is on this, also known as the nation's river. Deep
Say that again?
River. No, I'm not going to say it again. You don't get a repeat. You have to listen. We went through a whole drill to get you to listen,
Nation's-
and you affirmed that you were ready for the question.
The nation's river. It just feels wrong. It's got to be. No, it's got to be wrong. It's Virginia?
The Virginia River?
No, it's in the what you were talking about. This city was in Virginia, correct?
Cannot repeat the question.
Oh my God. Okay.
These are Jeopardy rules, Dave. I would love to be able to let you slack off yet again.
It feels like like the nation's river feels like it should be the Mississippi or the Hudson, but I think both of those are probably both of those got to be wrong because this is in Virginia. The nation's river, Potomac.
Son of a bitch. You got it.
There you go.
Wow.
Once I started thinking, because I got thrown by the nation's river. Like all I can think
The
of is
nation's
Hudson,
river. You got thrown there
Mississippi,
for a
and then
minute, but you
I
bounced
got
back.
thrown and then
You
bounced
pulled it
back.
out of your ass.
And then see, you tried.
Lucky guess.
You didn't hit it. It wasn't a lucky guess.
That
once
was
I
a
put
lucky
my
guess. I'm surprised you even
cap
thought of
on,
it. Because
got
words with
past
P's
your-
are hard.
They're not for some of us who have knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge is power,
Knowledge
as
is
we
power.
know.
So
And
says
you didn't
Schoolhouse
hang the
Rock.
curveball. You didn't hang the curveball. You were painting the corners pretty. You got that corner. You thought, oh, he's not going to be able to get this one. Boom! Oh my gosh! Holy cow! I hit that into deep center.
That was like that Bugs Bunny home run in that one cartoon. That was amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we'll
Yeah,
see you back here
yeah.
tomorrow.
See ya.
Happy Tuesday, Muskegon. Lake effect snow will continue once again today, along with cold temperatures. So let's take a look at your forecast brought to you by Trinity Health. This week will mostly be in the teens. A couple days will be in the 20s though, but only in the low 20s. So generally we'll be pretty cold in the teens this week until we turn warmer by next Sunday and Monday, back into the 30s thankfully. But in the meantime, lake effect snow will persist with a couple of inches of snow each day likely. So speaking of the snow, this is how much snow we'll see between Tuesday at 7 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 a.m. Generally 2 to 4 inches of snow is expected west of US 131. That includes us here in Muskegon. And just anywhere along the lake, honestly, we'll probably get close to 4 inches of snow. So for your Tuesday, expect lake effect snow with a chilly high of only 14 degrees. During the afternoon hours, we might lessen the lake effect snow intensity a little bit, but it will pick back up again Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning when we'll only be at 9 degrees. And then lake effect snow will continue into Wednesday as well before a little bit of a break Wednesday evening and night, continuing into early Thursday morning. But then more snow is expected Thursday into Thursday night. And Friday into Saturday is still a little bit questionable. The lake effect snow bands may actually shift offshore and impact northwest Indiana. But here in West Michigan, the chance of snow is still there at least. But in general, temperatures will be chilly through at least Sunday when we'll stay below 25 degrees and we may actually be above freezing next Monday. And that's your Tuesday forecast brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Colin Woods Weather, and have a great day today.